Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. Just there we go. There, nice and comfortable. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? Sorry, I made myself panic about because I confused my the wire to charge me PS5 controller with the one that plugs into the mic for a second there. But that's just how it is for me. Sometimes I will just have this split second panic because I'm mistaken one thing to another and go, wait a second, my brain's playing tricks on me. Anyone else find that you mistake one thing for another and think you've effed up somewhere? But in reality, it's just your mind playing tricks on you. Like, that can happen sometimes with me, but that's just how my brain is sometimes. Yeah. But that's how it just is sometimes. My brain's gone a bit blank, hasn't it? But this gives me a good time to actually segue into something. So, last stream we wrapped up our playthrough of Mario Bros. Wonder. So, I was wondering what to actually choose for the next playthrough, and that's how I stumbled upon the idea of the putting out a poll on Twitter on the community tab with some choices. So far, a replay through of a particular game is in the lead. So yeah, there is a tweet that leads. There is a play on the scheduled tweet on Twitter that leads to the poll. Because you can't put polls directly in comments for some reason. Or well, I thought you could. Unless you have to also make the poll when you make the post you're attaching it to. I know, it's kind of weird. I know, Twitter's a weird platform, let's be honest. Anywho, plan for today, game-wise, is some good old Monster Hunter. a good old favourite for us on the channels. And such. Cause, well, today's our more our dedicated grinding stream day, where I just find something to grind, or a game to grinding, and it usually ends up being this or Warframe. I could do some Genshin grinding, but and no, I don't really stream Genshin. I think I tried to once, ages and ages ago, but yeah, that's before I had a severe burnout of it that led me to not play for a couple of years. At least until 5.7. Yeah. Anywho, game is loaded up. Let me just... There we go. Right. So, wanted to pick. There. Wanted to just change the game scene background. Oh, I do have a bit of an idea. With at some point, I don't know. As you guys know, I may have started a 5.0 version of me. Well, a new version of my PNG tuber model. So, yeah. Expect to see that in a couple of months. Well, expect to see that in like next year, most likely, knowing my procrastinating ass. Anywho, so our main goal is to get as many hunter symbol 3s as we can, so we can finally finish leveling up our bloody weapons. Well, our elemental weapons. Might not be a bad idea to see about upgrading our armor too. In terms of defense, I mean. Because this is what we're rocking at the moment. For Suja Waste, 2-piece Lagai equals 2-piece score. Yeah, I actually had a proper test of it. And yeah, it worked pretty well. Okay. Now, let's see which way we want to go with this. I'm gonna need to fight Zolshia a fair few times at some point, cause I still need a lot of crystal horns to upgrade the Zolshia weapons. I still need a sapphire from Lagai of a Crus. So we'll see how that one goes. And honestly, I'm starting to get sick of farming these buggers. Because, really, you think about it, I've been farming Legiacruses for, like, on and off for how many weeks at this point? But, hey ho. There is one thing I do want to try, actually. Where is the heavy bow gun? There we go. Yeah, I need to pinch the iron wall off you. Right. I really need more iron wall dual freeze. And crit boost to increase some damage. And yeah, I think we're set. Let's give it a shot, shall we? I am doing SOSs for this, cause I am not ballsy enough to do this just with support hunters. If I'm honest. This might take a while. Damn, that's a lot of decals on that one. Dang it. That's a crap ton. That's only a 30-minute long timer though. This one might be a bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. But that's just the name of the game sometimes.
Challenging quest, but that just makes for a sweeter.
Has anyone died yet? No.
The guild sent us supply items.
Right. With any luck. Oh yeah, isn't like elemental ammo really good now? I know, I think they changed how it works. I think it sort of does multiple damage numbers. And someone's already nearly dead. Luckily. Dang it. May not be high amount of damage, but it's consistent damage. And also safe. Yeah, this is just my... I really don't fancy dying. Uh-oh. I got to see how much strength this actually has against Leviathan defensively. Because, well, this thing actually has... This setup actually has about... 17 thunder resistance and 21 war resistance. Meaning, this wouldn't be half bad for fighting Tempered Mizu either. It's just fire res I need. Just fire and dragon elements I need to be a bit careful. Well, with certain food buffs, ones that increase elemental resistance, that does make it so I have 1 point of fire resistance and about 5 in dragon resistance, so yeah. I kinda, in a way, achieved what I wanted with this stat. Still have a good amount of damage output, but still have a bit of tankiness too. Which is very nice. So the only issue is hit zones on Laggy aren't the greatest for shot types. But luckily we do have the advantage of there being a Lalabrina longsword in the group. So we're getting some paralysis. And depending on what Charge Blade is using. There might be a couple of knockouts too. If it's like, if they're like running an impact file, which is the one that deals KO damage. Hmm.
Are you alright? Take a second to restock your supplies before heading out.
Didn't turn around quick enough there. Could probably be popping Demon Dragon Iron skin if I'm honest. Having that particular camp is a lifesaver. Okay, if I can keep myself trained on that. If I can. Yeah. Laggy ain't the best with ranged weapons cause his main hit zone is his head. Like a lot of other monsters. However, he's one of those monsters that likes to move his head. A lot. Lots of damage. No. Oh, we're down to the last thing already. Well, that's a good sign. I didn't realize no one had insurance milk. This is a nasty. Okay, how good is flame? Yeah, no, actually really damn good. Bro, in that particular instance... I would need... Wait, sort out my damn... Please leave me the hell alone. Oh wait, I forget, this is only a half-hour time limit. Forward to look at how many damn buffs we have. Oh, I have. Cause half of those are mine, cause yeah. Right, I'm guessing this is gonna be the underwater section, maybe? No, I haven't got that far yet. But yeah. Turns out, flaming ammo is really good on this program. Well, I have this more set up for this, but I don't know. Elemental bowgun setup? Like elemental heavy bowgun? That feels really damn weird to say. Because, well, it's not one would think of. It's not something one would think of when they hear the words heavy bowgun. How is it? Okay, let's see if we can lower it a bit closer to here. There we go. I want to pop the other one. Oh shit. And it does that twice. Can you eat rations underwater? Yes, you can. Bit soggy, but you can. Oh, I can't use powder underwater. You know, if you really think about it, the Tri's flagship being a Thunder monster makes a lot of sense. Right? Cause, well, you're underwater the entire time. And you know what's extremely effective underwater? Electricity. So it makes perfect sense why Lagiacrus or Lagiacrus or however you want to pronounce it, is a thunder monster. Yeah, still halfway left. Well. I'm not worried about the 30-minute time limit on this one too much, because well, one fact. One, someone's probably gonna die by that. In the next 10 minutes. And two, hunts in this game don't really take half hour. The only exception of if they're like multiple monsters. Like a tempered Arcfield and something else. Those might take half hour. But it depends how long it takes people to get through the Arcfield. Because usually the other monster that is in those quests are cannon fodder, essentially. Something like a something like the giant frog or chicken. Yeah. This makes me a bit of a brick wall. Oh, hello. Knock down. Line them up. Nice. God, it's still not anywhere close to death. We might be in risk of running the time limit, Ben. Or it's just covered up because it's like tired. Nope, it is nearly dead. Okay. The tide icon was just covering it up. Nice.
You're amazing as always.
Oh, someone captured it. Huh. You know, you don't really see that with Peggy Flash. Or really with Wales in general. Not compared to well, not compared to Rise or Wild. What do we get here? Power, ambush, focus, adrenaline rush. A lot of adrenaline rush. Good meal.
I was given a guess. Do you have any requests?
Material retrieval. They go.
Okay.
Right, where's the old Harkin? Ah, she's right at the top.
Welcome.
Right, enjoy the food's cutscene. I'll be back in a second.
Let us eat. Come by again sometime.
Alright, I'm back. Don't I? Yeah, I have enough for something. Ooh, I'd say 8-star tempered ginger hard. Would rather not have a 8-star tempered one of those. Because you can still get the old 7-star tempered apexes.
Wow, you sure got here fast.
They're just not as common.
Have any requests?
Watch this.
There we go. We ticked one off the list.
Oh, we've got a special announcement. Okay, see you later.
Okay.
The people from Zeus told me to tell you they said hello.
Item trade. Anything? of note. No, not really.
Why?
We still need a Legaicus, gem still. We need another Mizu one, and a Jinderhud one, and then some Zelshia pieces.
Yeah.
Do I have like... I do have my thing of 7-star tempered ones I can pull from if needs be. And I do have a social investigation. Ah, and I do have a Mizu one for when I need Mizu gems. Hooray for thinking ahead, I guess. But yeah, this hub actually works great for tempered laggy.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Where's the best
The guild
spot
sent us
I
supply items.
can... Oh. Huh. For once, one of the more exposed camps are coming in handy. Okay, so we have a gun lance, another long sword, and another dual blade. No, charge blade. Okay. You know, I did wonder if gun lance would be a good fit for this fight. Purely on account of how you can get to the back spikes a bit easier. But also, you have a shield and you don't need to worry about hit zones as much. Cause, like, even with a more poke orientated playstyle. Why? Well, even a poke orientated gun lance is still going to be making heavy use of its shelling. You could technically use elemental gun lances, but a lot of people would tell you to just go all in on attack, especially in this game. Elemental hit zones aren't particularly strong, so people would say go more into raw and just have element as a bit of a bonus thing. Really. Or at least that's my limited understanding of the meta in this game. Yes, even Monster Hunter games, even co-op games have metas to them. Like that gun lance, the arc-filled gun lance, is considered to be one of the best gun lances to use. I suppose the meta for gun lances are different than metas to a lot of other weapons. Dang it, I messed all those shots up. But yeah. Meta gun lances are more about raw power and what shelling type it has, rather than if it has any element, because shelling damage don't really have an element. I think it's said to have a little bit of fire, but that's about it. There we go. Go. No. Oh yeah. Insurance mill. Someone did that. I did actually eat something this time. The only thing that annoys me about bowguns is they nerf the critical distance on and the general range on spread bowguns ridiculously afterworld. Mostly, well, likely on account of it was just that powerful. Anyone who played, who made heavy bowgun in World probably tells you that the changes they did to it were amazing, and also that spread bowgun was busted in that game. And how they nerfed it to buggery from Rise onwards. And Pierce sort of took over as the dominant shot type. Well, it could just be me, but does normal shots and normal ammo in this game have like intrinsic rapid fire properties or something? I don't know, could just be me, but seems that way. I can imagine light bow gun's still good for element ammo. But it's also still very much viable on. It's a lot more viable on heavy bow gun, like I mentioned earlier. Have you guys had anything interesting happen to you, like past couple of days or anything like that? Because I had a complete pain in the arse of a situation yesterday. Basically, the long and short of it was, had a doctor's appointment yesterday. Me and my dad thought it was a face-to-face one. We got up there. Turns out it was a phone appointment, and they just effed up the paperwork. And my doctor phoned them when we were on the way back. So my dad had to tell him to wait till we got home. And it was a bit of a nothing burger of a conversation. Anyway. Yeah. Doctors can't really doctor if if the administration fucks up. And they definitely fucked up all that one. So yeah, that was the interesting experience I had yesterday. But, hey ho. And that's how life is sometimes. Also, is it me, or is Twitter being a... That's a tempo do, Fluna. Yeah, is it me, or is Twitter being a bit more in your face about advertising the bloody premium thing at the moment? Again, could just be me. But it bloody feels like it. I get advertising, but I got marked so bad it killed the slotting camera. Okay,
Are you alright?
that just kind of happened.
Take a second to restart restock your supplies before heading out.
Huh. Bro, hip, check the camera. Remind me to clear that one. Damn. Ouch! Oh shit. Shit. Damn, we really got the shed. What's it? Act quickly? Daka 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 daka. Oh, another one. Alright, here we go. Yahoo! I always make point of order to empty out any spare helix piercing pods that I had left. I wasn't done Dakering yet. Yeah, this gun multiplayer is actually rather smart. If you're not sure you're gonna be able to dodge or block something, your best bet is to try and Superman dive. I wonder if they're gonna drop anything on Tile Update 3 yet. Or are they gonna wait for, like, some big event or something like that. Considering that Mizu, even though it wasn't the most well, a lot of people were sort of peeved about it. It still turned out to be a good fight. Thank God I had guard up. That was some serious chip damage. And yeah, then we got Tile Update 2, which we thought was only going to be Legaicus, because when high rank Zelchia was in Tile Update 1, we assumed that was they maybe planned it generally, but didn't get there in time, or it was always planned for that update. Alongside whatever I decided for Title Update 1, or something like that. No gem, unfortunately. Focus, final attack, Tetrad shot, and its attack, mod count strike. Vanishing draw, Horn Maestro, and attack boost. And another Wex draw. Huh. Okay. Might be worth giving my hand a bit of a recover. Because yeah, that's the only thing about playing ranged weapons in this game. You're going to be holding down the L2 a bit. Oh, you're going to be holding down left trigger for quite a while. And that can really, and that with general moving around, yeah, that's going to give your arms a workout no matter, well, your hand a workout, that's for sure. But that's how it is. Again, they should just beef up the amount of hunter symbols we get. No wonder everyone goes for Bloody Arcean. It's actually easier to upgrade those compared to fully upgrading weaponry, especially because you put lead weapons behind those. Last upgrade of a tree, you are more likely going to want to grind them. So, yeah. I think what they should do is either one or two things. Either make it so we're sort of guaranteed like 3 or 4 tickets per hunt, or make it so we're guaranteed at least 2 each time, no matter what difficulty of tempered monster it is. We get 2 of that particular tier of hunter symbol, or make it so we don't need nearly as many. Like, brought that down to 3. Like 3 hunts for the hunt to get the maximum to get the hunter symbols you need. That would be perfect. That's how I would sort of go about balancing it. I don't think it would affect the reward ecosystem too badly, because you still have to bloody do it and fight tempered monsters to get the hunter symbols. Just kinda, I don't know. I do think it's one of those things that I could do with having a look at. Where is their feedback thing anyway? Cause I don't know, I wouldn't mind noting that one down. You know, what do you guys actually think about that whole spiel? Who play Monster Hunter, or who play this game? Do you think they should either increase the amount of hunter symbols we get from tempered monsters? Do you think that they should lower the amount of hunter symbols required to fully upgrade a weapon tree? Or do you think it should be a bit of both? Like, remind me to post that question on Twitter later, cause it would actually be very interesting to hear you guys' input on this conversation. Alright, I forget, you have the Flame Fight armor.
You have any requests? A safe.
Watch this.
Good.
Honestly, I'm just grabbing it for completion's sake.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Good.
Oh, that looks cool though. That just reminds me of Ifrit from reincarnated as a slime.
Oh, good. Very good. How can I serve? Should I begin?
Watch this.
Yeah, I'll finally get him out the Blanca armor. Okay, he gets a little word.
Watch this.
Right, I forget your Palico gets thing armor too.
Another satisfied
Yes. See you again, Hunter.
I'm gonna switch targets here. Yeah, I'm gonna switch targets to something else. There we go. And there's no temperature in the hearts.
Of course. Come back anytime.
And one of those bears disappeared. 8. No, stop
Yeah.
eating your rations. I suppose everyone's farming Tempered Lagaicrus and Sergios now. Cause well, they're the new ones. They're the incredibly tough ones.
We got this.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
I do need to switch my weapon to it. Well.
Good to have you.
Thanks.
Have a nice hunt.
Right. Ridiculous weapons actually get a boost depending on your boost an element depending on your thunder resistance. It seems they already got this one into Soul Seer mode. Into Soul Seer Mizutsune mode. I haven't actually fought attempted Mizutsune before. But it seems like it's just, it hits way harder. That's it. Oh, someone just died. It helps that I am actually half decent at Perfect Garden. Oh, I just realised they're using the Zelshia heavy bolter. At least I think that's the Zelshia one. It looks like the rest of the one. Never mind, the guy died. Oh well.
Unexpectedly fierce monster. Let's try again after some preparation.
Let me take a sip of me water. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one. Hopefully. Yep. I don't know if this was a 7-star or an 8-star. I wasn't looking.
A supply shipment's coming. I hope you find something useful.
Time for a few quick reps.
quest info. This is a 8-star Ginger HUD. An 8-star,
Make room for me too.
5 diamond, tempered Ginger HUD. You can't get one harder than this. Unless it was the Gold Crown 5 diamond 8-star tempered Ginger HUD. Another SNS, great sword and a gun lance. I forgot just how much Ginger HUD gives you Dark Souls vibes. I don't know. Something looks like you could fit in with that monster. Might this just be arena of like cold frozen ruins of a bygone civilization? Is on the move. Over to Arena 2. Right. I tend to just wake these fuckers up anyway. It does help because it generally does help draw the Ginger HUD's attention. He either really likes the look of the Valhalla weapons and is using it as blade weapons, or he is ballsy as all fuck by running a water weapon against a nice monster like this. Either way, well, he's based either way. Valhalla SNS is a nice looking SNS. Let's be completely honest here. Ow.
I've set a bomb.
I've set a bomb. Boom. There was zero delay. Close enough that that'll work. Nope. Not close enough that will. Going up and back down apparently. Ginger HUD isn't that bad on the fight, honestly. Even tempered. You do have to be careful of some situations. He can still... tempered... he can still easily kill you. So you do still have to be wary. This ain't going well. I can't remember if... Oh. Oh, okay, someone's already got him out on it. Huh. Didn't get a chance to run up his pillar. You're better off waiting until he goes down, if I'm honest. Like so. Oh, this fucker's begging for a dragon pierce or two. Also, I know ASMR right here. That probably did a fair chunk of damage. Oh, now you're finally going up the pillar, you scraggly bastard. Can I hit him over there? Nah. I bet you they purposely designed it so you can't hit him whilst he's up there at all. Fire him out. Oh, that is so many damage numbers. How many glorious damage numbers. This is probably generating a metric shite ton of wounds too. Now think about it. There's a wound on his head. You know, this probably also works for bow in another way. Like, you have to remember, I have 3 lots of evade window on this setup. Yeah, Thousand Dragons ain't bad. You really need the hit sound for it. Oh, he's gone up his pillow again, folks. Timber! Or would that be iceberg, since it's like ice and stone? Okay. I keep forgetting one of us pays for insurance. Bye, Maho. There we go. Did someone run out in front of a cloud of death? Ah. Well, that was annoying. You know, I just realized something. We've only gotten carted once this entire stream. Huh. strange. Oh. Nope, not full. Okay, we have something here.
Good to have you. Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Okay. Change weapons real quick. I am slotting in literally anything else, so that I at least have something that isn't close range coating. What's the best option here? 18? Spot 18? Spot 18. Okay. This will likely be the last hunt for the day. Yeah. So, what are you guys been up to today? I myself have been working on my little project thingy. And honestly, that's about it. I have stuff that needs to go up on the red bubble. Another gun lance. Another bow. And longsword. We're seeing a lot of gun lance users today. That's either gore one or they're just using it as layered. What's interesting here? Oh, 19 does show up on that, but I think Lagiacrus is literally the only one that uses that area. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right. You know, if you guys are wondering why I do the 3 normal shots into the 2 power shots, it's literally muscle memory from Rise. Because shot types were, well, it was like the old games where the bow's shot types were to do with the different charge levels. So the attack rotation was, and the power shots bows in that game were like, well, just increase the level of your current shot or something, or the highest shot or something like that. It gave it an extra charge level. So you're doing 3 normal shots to, oh, okay, 3 normal shots in order to Yeah, you do 3 normal shots to get up to full to your highest charge level if you aren't using charge plus or whatever it was. Then you would do your 2 power shots to stay there, and then you would repeat the cycle. Oh nice, I got second gem I need. Huh. Well,
Glad you're all right. Take a second to restock your supplies before heading out, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that one to end so quick, so we're doing another one. I still need a guy crust. Or did I want to try finding another tempered ginger hard real quick? There we go. Huh. I only have 50 minutes though. 17 minutes on the food though. So I'm gonna need to is
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
there we go. No defense. I like going in for defender if I'm honest. Yeah, my hunter has a lot of veggies in her diet. Okay. Let's go. Huh. Perhaps if every utility? Okay then. Nice. It's a charging. Well, sod you too, mate. Two George plays and a light bowgun. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, light bowguns are rather rare sight. If I'm honest. Just cause where they made the rapid fire a meter like with wyvern fire on heavy bowgun. It probably lost a bit of popularity from it. No, you don't really see sticky light bowguns anymore. That was a popular strategy in Rise, because you could just keep a monster essentially stun locked by constantly dealing KOs. Because sticky ammo did KO damage for some ungodly reason. Oh, the like bowguns now switched to a charge blade. You know, the only thing about Wild and Wild's charge blade, there's a lot of moving parts to it. That, and I really like Axe Hopper for charge blade back in Rise. No, seriously, Axe Hopper was kind of busted. Especially because it came back, well, made your Y-Bugs come back pretty quickly. Well, your Y-Bug charges come back pretty quickly too. Did he die from... Yeah, no, your defenses are probably a load of shite. Oh, there's a wiggly lich too. I thank you so much. No. Dude, I'm literally right here. I love that, you can just perfect dodge through that. We are at 2 flanks. Oh dear. And this is where he starts being able to do his new thing. Alrighty. And push. And another one. And yeah. Let it be said, wasn't my fault.
That was an unexpectedly fierce monster.
Yeah, well.
Let's try again after some preparation.
It happens. Bit on my knack at the sides. I am going to go over to the, well, put a pin in the game for today. We managed to get some stuff done. Well, bit of grinding. But cause it takes 5 bloody centuries to get all the hunter symbols you need, to upgrade a weapon to the end of their tree, we only managed to do it for one weapon. Which is super annoying. So that's just the way it goes. Anywho, let's go over to the chat. Change of background to... Huh. I have not used this background in a while. And again, I just hadn't really used backgrounds other than my moonlit bridge one. Really. I don't know. I haven't really remembered to change them around. Well, I wouldn't mind making a couple of new ones. And such. Well, as you guys know, I'm kind of working on other stuff at the moment. Like, a 5.0-ish type deal. My designs technically staying the same. Well, sort of. I might mess about with the wing shape again a bit. And maybe the goggles. But everything else is probably getting a bit of a... more of a redraw more than anything else. And I want to make my expressions a bit more differentiated rather than just the same perspective for the most part, and just my wings are doing weird shit and that sort of thing. The way it might end up being is like they potentially aren't animated to begin with, and then I animate them at a later date. That would at least help me get the general expressions down and the thing. Or I just have the one expression to start with, and then as I go along, I like make new ones. Well, make the other ones. I don't know. Just trying to think of ways to make the workload a bit more manageable for me, but also gets me using my stuff a bit quicker. And bats. But I don't know. I'm just sort of having I'm doing one of those things where I'm sort of having a bit of think of, okay, what could I do to improve stuff? And improving model is always on the list because that's one of those things that don't cost me anything to improve. And plus, I do kind of like the idea of having a bit more dynamic posing. I know. But I kind of also want to be a bit careful so I'm not like bouncing around the entire screen with them either. Cause yeah. It makes it easier for editing purposes. Cause yeah. I don't know. Would you guys prefer like my more sort of animated ones, or would you prefer me to have ones that I can have that are more simplistic in nature? Cause I don't know. This stuff I'm sort of just thinking about, really. Maybe I could do stuff to make my thing feel alive in other ways? I'm at... Because I am pretty happy with what I have now. But at the same time, my brain's always going like, hey, how can I improve things? And stuff of that nature. Anna. I don't think it's like a perfectionist. It's more a self-improvement streak? Or a I could do things better streak? Which, there's good and bad things about that. Good thing it means I do strive for self-improvement. But at the same time, bad because I could get obsessive over it. But I'm just kind of happy where I am anyway. So yeah, if I do work on a new version of the model, it might be a because I feel like it, or me just experimenting with things. You know? That's kind of the way I see it. I honestly can't really think of anything else to really talk about. My brain's been strangely devoid of conversation topics today, which, sorry about that. There are some days where I get extremely chatty, and other days where I'm not really chatty at all. At least when streaming is concerned. Which, yeah. Speaking of stuff to do with streaming, let us look at the schedule for the week. So today we did some Monster Hunter and good monsters. Honestly, didn't feel like we made a lot of progress, but we still made progress. Tomorrow I will be making the shorts, the game trivia shorts. Friday is the open stream slot. Basically what it does for anyone who's new here, I basically just stick a poll up on Twitter or something on the Thursday, and you choose one of the games out of there. And speaking of polls, Saturday we'll be starting a new playthrough, or replaying through something. And I'll set up a poll for that, and looks like at the moment the replay through of Sonic X Shadow Generations is the one that's currently winning. And such. And yeah, but yeah. And we'll see how the poll pounds out. Again, where it's going at the moment might be replaying through Sonic X Shadow Generations, which honestly I don't mind. I really like that game. And I did 100% for Sonic Generations side. Well, my definition of 100%, like getting all the collectibles and that sort of thing, rather than, but not getting all the S ranks cause sod that. I am not doing that one. There are some things I'm willing to do in the name of video games, but S ranking the entirety of Sonic Generations is not one of them. I'm not doing it for Shadow Generations either. I'll get all the collectibles, yeah definitely, but I'm not S ranking all of them. All the stages and challenges. I ain't putting myself through that hell of trying to S rank the sodding Vector one. Well, but I don't think it's that hard to S rank that one. To my limited knowledge. But, yeah. Sorry my brain's been a bit all over the place. Yesterday really threw me for a loop. And I guess, I don't know, got a bit too relaxed. Over a weekend or something. But regardless, thank you all for popping in for a bit. And as always, thank you very, very much for popping in to the stream today. Hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you on Friday. I have a Twitch for Twitch stuff. I have a YouTube for YouTube stuff and shorts. I have a Twitter for social media stuff. And I also do pixelart on pixelart stuff like Redbubble. And yeah, but it is popping in and hanging out for a bit. That's quite alright by me. And yeah, I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you Friday. See you later, everybody. Good night, and see you Friday.